Hello, it's Ron here at Skin Deep Nutrition. Today we're going to be interviewing M-Town Monsters, M-Town's finest. I want to start by saying, thank you guys for coming out. We're going to have Big Jamar here. We're going to have John. We're going to have Alex. We're going to have Herman as well. Please just tell us a little bit about yourselves. What is M-Town Monsters?
Well, M-Town Monster started in the gym. One day, one dude told me I was a monster, and people have been telling me that for a while, So I was like decided put the M-Town in there because we all from Monrovia, me, him, and a couple other cats, so we from Monrovia. So I said, oh, M-Town Monster. And then I talked to one of the other members, they ain't here, and I was like, well, let's start the crew M-Town Monsters. Crew. He was like, yeah, but we gotta be a well-knitted crew, family, people that, that we talk to, not text, just, down the heart, people that we just surround ourselves with, And so that's what we did. And so we handpicked a couple people here and there, and like I said, the group is not big, He was already involved just from being, one of my workout partners. And then these two guys right here, John and Alex, got added on. I seen them grind, and they respected us, and we respected them, and they came on, and it's like a big family now. We go to each other's barbecues, we go to weddings, we go to everything together. So that's how it started, and this was about probably about 2014 when it started. Yeah.
Perfect. So, each of you go around, tell us a little bit about yourself. When we first started doing, we'll go around the circle. So, Herman.
My name is Herman. Instagram is Trading_Monsta. Grew up in Monrovia, born and raised, Monrovia, Duarte area. Always, growing up I was always a skinny kid, but strong for being a skinny kid. Fell in love with the game of baseball. Was good in football. I was pretty exceptional in all sports, but I really excelled in baseball. So coming up, got in some trouble at early ages, got my guys together, and got drafted by the Dodgers out of high school. I didn't sign, broke my ankle, and went to college for a couple of years, and I got picked up by Detroit. And, so I played a little pro ball, played for like 4 seasons, and me and Jamar, just growing up in the backyard, cousins and uncles and stuff, we always worked out, but nothing serious. You see you think this guy's big, you just see our cousins and our uncles. It's ridiculous. It's like crazy.
That's what we seen, as growing up. We seen them in the garage just competing. And if you wasn't in 500, you wasn't even invited to the garage. That's how it was. Yeah. So you got to go 500 veteran bench. And that was the thing, bench. That was it. There was nothing else, just bench. And that was from getting bench in the prison system to outside. So
there were no squat racks in the backyard.
No squat racks. You didn't grow up with no squats, no deadlift. It was all bench. You had to have that chest, that nest.
Rusty
That's all
weights.
Talking about.
Rusty weights.
That pig iron.
So that's pretty much how I got into really got into the powerlifting game, and then like I said, we just started getting more serious. We actually started watching CT. Well, he started watching CT Fletcher videos and kind of just spread. And then we met another guy that I won't mention. And he kind of brought us in, and we learned a lot from him. And that's when we started getting into the powerlifting game. And just going through powerlifting, we met a lot of pretty cool people, man. We met John, Alex, and a bunch of people, Spoto, just a lot of guys through the game. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the game. I appreciate the people who gave us knowledge of the game, and now we're here.
Alex, you?
My name is Alex. Instagram's Alex.GGF. I'm the youngest one on the group. I'm 23. All of them are
Try not to say old.
They old. But no, I've been lifting now for 2.5 years. I moved out to California from Arizona back in 2014 in July. And kind of just got thrown into the wolves of powerlifting. My basically aunt and uncle own a gym out in San Marino called Mission Fitness Center, and he was already powerlifting, him and his workout partner training for Metroflex. So I got there, my whole plan was I was fat, so I was like, I'm just trying to lose some weight, get skinny again, and they were powerlifting, so I was like, oh shit, I'll just try it. And I just started getting really strong really quick, and kind of just started excelling, so I was like, I'll try it out. I went to that Metroflex meet and I fell in love with it, so started doing it, and I had my first meet planned for March states of 2015, and that's where I actually saw Jamar compete for the first time. He was benching at that one, I'm pretty sure correctly. And that's when they were like, oh, 500-pound bench, and me, Chris, everybody's like, oh damn, dude, that's a big ass bench, right? So of course we watch and everything like that, and so just started going, keep going, and then Metroflex that year, 2015, is when I actually met all the guys and talked to them for a little bit at the meet. That was my second meet that was qualifying me for nationals and worlds, so it was cool. So I met them, did that meet, and then I had hit up Jamar saying, hey, yo, you guys are always welcome at Mission to come work out with us, all that stuff. So him and the guy that's not here, Big Hurl, they came to the gym, they worked out with us a couple times, and they just started coming. Like I said, it's like a family. We all chill, we all hang out, we have fun, we all talk crap to each other. I'm bigger than everybody and stronger than everybody. So they all look up to me, so I have to put on a good show. But no, yeah, we're benching. When I started benching with them, I was probably like a 335 bencher. My bench has always been strong. I'm short with short arms, so my bench has always flown up. I remember when I started with them, my goal, I was at 315 for 5, remember? I was my big thing. I was like, I want to hit 315 for 5. I was only at 2. Started benching with them. It was just a lot of volume. If you guys want a volume workout, this is your man right here, because he'll kill you with some volume. But like, just volume, and then it got to 315 for 5. I was like, oh, nice. Then after that, I was like, I want to hit 315 for 8. Volume, hit 315 for 8. And then I was like, I want to hit 315 for 10. More volume, and then just worked up. I've had coaches along the way, but definitely when I started working with them as benching, it all started shooting up. I do full power as well. I do bench only meets every once in a while, but I do full power as well too. So it's always good to get some knowledge from that side of a bench only person to throw in, mix in with the full power if I can fit it in. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. So we've been working out together for about 1.5 years now.
Shit. Because you have a close bond for 1.5 years. That's beautiful. For 2 years. Yep. Perfect. And you, John? You yourself?
Basically, John Lane. Instagram name is Johnny.takeover. It seems like this is all surrounded around Metroflex, because that's the first time I met all of them too. My boy, he's not here, part of the crew, Rodney Rambo Thomas. I met him like a few years back at the gym we worked out at, and I saw him throwing up crazy weight. Damn, what's going on? What you do? He's like, oh, I powerlift. And I'm like, okay. At the time, I was into bodybuilding. A lot of reps, lightweight. And he's like, he tagged me in a flyer for the Metroflex meet, and he's like, show up. Someone just told me to show up. And I met all these crazy dudes. And yeah, we just been grinding ever since. They've been teaching me everything, man. Like, my goal was to hit 315 for 3. You know what I mean? And I was able to hit it for 6 one time. They taught me form, and I was benching like a bodybuilder, elbows out, tearing my damn shoulders up. And this dude taught me to tuck, warm my lats. And no disrespect to bodybuilding, but yeah. And yeah, I love these dudes, man. It's just, they my fam. I was the skinny dude, came into the group, 181, and put on some size and start grinding. And yep, he's like my brothers, man. I talk to this dude almost every day. This dude, talk to him. We kind of work at the same gym, so we train there, and
that's our home gym.
Yeah, home gym, Mission Fitness, shout out. And, yeah, man, we just grinding. And powerlifting is just changed love competing. Love the platform.
Love the game.
Marino, so you kind of summed up everything of how you guys met, where you started from. Pretty much, I just want to ask, what made you guys decide to pick powerlifting over bodybuilding? I know you said you have some experience bodybuilding. What made you do the switch?
Honestly, you know, I don't really want to be. This is no disrespect to bodybuilding.
No, this is just, you know, what made you. This is for you. Everyone can read this, they can have their own opinion and whatnot, but that's what it is, just an opinion. At the end of the day, we're not here to, you know, step on anyone's toes or make anyone feel uncomfortable. But if that's on them, that's on them.
No,
We just want to hear your story from it.
No doubt. It was just like, I've been to a bunch of bodybuilding and physique shows, and to be honest, they're kind of diva-ish, man. You know, it's like, they're like, don't look at me, or you ask for tips, they're like, really? Like, and then when I went to Metroflex at that meet, everybody was just like humble, man. They were like, yo, bro, did you hit your PR? Did you hit your lift? That was good, good shit. Pass on the back. The environment is just completely different, you know, in powerlifting, and it's not so, you know, aesthetic, or just like, you know, for the look. It's more of like what you work, what you can do, and it's just a better environment for me. It fit me better, to be honest.
My thing was, I just like picking up heavy shit. Bodybuilding, you know, you really can't do that, you know, and get the look that you want. So, you know, I just chose powerlifting. I can still have my belly.
That's another part too. You don't have to focus on abs.
I didn't want to get the six pack. I wasn't willing to work that hard to get the six pack. So I said,
that's how I look at it. It's first, shout out to Steve running USPA. It's one of the best federations I've been in, and it's the whole thing is if it's you either do it or you don't. You know, I never trained bodybuilding style. We have our bodybuilding days, our filler days, so we do the high reps and stuff, but like I said, I kind of just got thrown into powerlifting. I didn't really know when I started, but my biggest thing is we have bodybuilders that train throughout my gym, and just hearing the examples from them, it's, you know, it's all based on the judge. If they don't like the way your bicep looks, you're gonna lose. It doesn't matter how much hard work you put into it. You know, you could have worked out 12 hours a day, every single day for like 6 months for that show. And just because that judge don't like the way your bicep look, you can lose, right? So it's powerlifting is you either lift it or you don't. That's it. And if you lift it, you get that point added to your total. And then there you go. And if you have the highest total, you win. It doesn't matter if you're fat, skinny, Mexican, black, white, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what it is you lift that weight, you get it, you're the strongest one there, you win the gold.
So you don't have to wear your drawers on stage.
Exactly. And the biggest thing too is like what he said, it's like a family-based sport. You go to these meets, everybody, your competition that you're competing against, you'll see them sitting there yelling at you when you're grinding through a lift, something like that. Everybody's there to support everybody. Everybody's happy that it's there. You know, we're a growing sport. So from when I first started 2 years ago at the Metroflex meet, there was like 60 people. I mean, our meet right now that we're doing in Pendleton, they had to add on the whole entire another weight class to our day because there's so much people doing it that day. So it's a growing sport, and definitely, you'll see it growing big.
And like I said too, no disrespect to physique or bodybuilders, because they work their ass off. We're all mechanics. We all use the same tools, which is weights. We're just saying what makes us prefer powerlifting.
Well, my thing is, I ain't got no legs. I got like that mushroom body, small bottom and a big upper body, you know? And like, I commend the powerlifters, bodybuilders, because it's dedication that they do. It's a lot of dedication, and I ain't got it. All the eating and, you know, all that meal prep up, man. I'm going to McDonald's. I can't do it. I don't have no shit. I ain't drinking no sugar-free tea. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was just an easy no-brainer for me. Like I said, really growing up, I didn't know what a bodybuilder was. I just knew to lift the weights. That's it. It's powerless, you know? So, I mean, it was just kind of like second nature. Just lifting weights. Not no powerlifting. I mean, always been pretty, you know, pretty cut. Just for not doing nothing. I guess my genetics, and I guess my dad was pretty cut. And you know, I stayed playing sports. I think I was 4 years old and I started playing tackle football. So since I was 4 years old, up until I was, you know, 24, 25, I stayed active. So I guess that helped me out, staying in shape and keeping me, you know, pretty cut. But Yeah, I always just want to lift weights. After baseball, I just want to lift weights. I never thought about get calves or none of that. I didn't really care about none of that stuff. So it was just second nature, just lifting weights.
Big Jamar, I have a question for you. Why do you think that powerlifting hasn't received the same recognition as bodybuilding? In your personal opinion?
Probably because you got all shapes and forms and powerlifting, shapes and sizes of people. You got the cut guy in there, but you also got the guy with the big belly and he look fat, but he can throw up, he can squat 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people look at that as being, unhealthy. So it really just like that's what they do, the unhealthy sport. So most people just ain't give it that recognition that it deserves. You can't. Most people see the Ronnie Coleman and the Kai Greens and all that, and they can get on the stage and flex and do all that. And I don't know, it just attracted a bigger crowd, especially with Arnold involved. Mm-hmm. And in powerlifting, we don't have that Arnold. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We do have that Arnold, but the world don't know him. We know him though. You know what I'm saying? So Ed Cohn, he's our Arnold. You know what I'm saying? He's our Arnold to the powerlifting, And then I could say probably Dan Henderson is to me, to bench is my, Arnold to bench. You know what I'm saying? Dan Henderson, C.T. Fletcher. So that's just, names, but some people won't know those names, but everybody know the Ronnie Colemans, the Arnolds, like that. So that's just the thing. That's why just popularity, basically.
I think it's like underground, but it's like taking off. Like probably it's growing. A lot of people do it. Older people, a lot of kids getting involved in it. It's really taking off. I think bodybuilding, it's always been up there because of the Arnolds, and, stuff like that. But I think it's gonna come up.
I think if they start paying powerlifters the sport will grow. We grinding, beating our bones and joints up, man.
But that's what's cool to see now is that some of these meets they are paying. Like he just got $200 at his last meet because he won. So that's just showing that our sport is starting to grow now. And it is. I mean, like you said, there's young kids. The people that own the gym I train at. 13-year-old daughter, she started competing last year, has American record, state record. She's competing with us at Pendleton. I have an 80-year-old guy that competes in powerlifting, American record, state record. So it's gonna take off. We have some strong men like Brian Shaw. He's dipping into the whole powerlifting thing now. So it's gonna take off. But it's cool. Like that one meet at California Elite Training Center, there, I think the grand prize was like $40,000. So it's gonna start growing.